Welcome to this deep dive. Today we're exploring the work of Florence Scovel Shinn.
An early 20th century New Thought pioneer.
Right. And our mission is to unpack how her seemingly mystical teachings, you know how they map perfectly onto modern cognitive psychology. We want to give you practical tools to rewire your mindset.
And Shinn's core premise is a radical shift in your locus of control. Instead of thinking external circumstances steer your life, well, she argued, you are driving it entirely through your subconscious.
The whole game of boomerangs thing?
Exactly. She famously called life a game of boomerangs, where your thoughts and words return to you with astounding accuracy.
I love that. And the specific anecdote that really shows this is the woman who packed her trunks.
Oh yeah, that's a classic one.
This client wanted a home but had absolutely zero money. Shinn told her to literally pack her bags and buy blankets to demonstrate belief.
Right, to physically prepare for it.
And it worked. She was gifted a home by a relative shortly after. But, I mean, how does just packing a bag actually work on a psychological level?
It translates perfectly into modern behavioral activation.
Right.
I mean, you cannot mentally believe in success while your physical actions are preparing for failure.
Because that causes a mismatch.
Yeah, it causes intense cognitive dissonance. Your brain essentially gets confused and stressed. By taking a physical step, she signaled safety and readiness to her nervous system.
So it bridges that gap between just wishing for something and actually preparing to receive it.
Precisely.
Which brings up another big theme of hers, the whole man's word is his wand concept. She relied so heavily on speaking affirmations out loud.
She did.
But does speaking actually do something different to our brains than just thinking positive thoughts?
It absolutely does. In modern science, we call it a cognitive interruption. Think of your brain like a record player stuck in a loop of automatic negative thoughts.
Like anxiety or rumination.
Exactly. Because speaking requires an entirely different neurological pathway than silent thought. Vocalizing forcefully breaks that loop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it physically forces the needle to jump to a new groove.
Yeah. That's a huge contrast to other metaphysical giants of her era, though, like Neville Goddard.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they both viewed the Bible as purely psychological allegory.
Right, like Egypt represents limiting beliefs, not a physical place.
Yeah, but their actual methods were so different. Neville focused almost entirely on silent internal imagination.
While Shinn was much more external and physical, she was all about vocal affirmations and the divine design, telling people to always ask for what they want, quote, or its equivalent.
And psychologically, that caveat or its equivalent is a brilliant reframing tool for setbacks. It gives your brain permission to pivot.
It stops you from getting tunnel vision.
Exactly.
And that plays right into her law of non-resistance, too. There's this story of a client dealing with a really toxic, critical coworker. Shinn advised her to simply bless the coworker and drop her emotional resistance.
Right.
The client silently wished her well, and soon after, the coworker was transferred out. But wait, Nietzsche, just blessing someone who is awful to you sounds a bit like being a doormat, or just toxic positivity.
It sounds passive, but it's really an early iteration of radical acceptance. It's refusing to let someone else's dysfunction dictate your own internal emotional baseline.
So instead of spending all day drafting a passive-aggressive Slack message in your head,
You just accept the reality of the situation. Fighting reality drains you. By dropping that internal fight, you conserve the psychological energy you actually need to navigate around the obstacle.
that is such an aha moment for you listening. These early 20th century ideas aren't just dusty philosophy. They are highly practical daily tools for emotional regulation and cognitive restructuring.
They really are. And I'll leave you with a final provocative thought to mull over.
Go for it.
If your subconscious mind is totally impartial and simply manifests whatever you consistently impress upon it, what exact reality are your casual, everyday words packing trunks for right now?